Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Noah here with Custom RC Mods. Welcome back to a new video. In today's episode, as you can see, we are at a new shooting location right here. I'm not going to go too in-depth about it. I'm going to release a separate video all about this new space and the pros and cons and things like that that it has to offer once I get it completed. But I'm going to be adding some pegboards and things like that. This is going to be a lot nicer, has some better lighting, a lot of other key features to it that made me decide to move over here. But I'm really excited about it. But anyway, let's focus on today's video, which is going to be all about building the FT Bushwacker. And I've built this plane a few times. If you've stuck around the channel for a few months, you know that I used to have one of these. But it's a really nice 3D plane that I can't wait to build again. As you can see, I already have my landing gear wire all made up for it. So that's nice. 3 sheets of foam. It's going to be a little bit of a longer build. It might take me like 6 hours or so. I'm going to try to take it slow, do it nicely. A lot of times when I give myself a time crunch, I always end up going faster than I need to, and it makes me rush, which is not good for the quality of the build in the end. Anyway, as you can see, for our electronics, we're running pretty standard equipment. 4 Muse SG90 servos, pretty standard stuff. I use these on pretty much all my builds, as well as a Lemon RX 6-channel receiver with satellite. These have been really reliable most recently, and I can't wait to use this one again and test it out. I did have a little problem with one on my FD Bloody Baron, but we got that switched out, and I think I figured out the problem was because the satellite wasn't connected properly to the rest of the system. Anyway, our motor system is the ZTW 30 amp ESC and Sunny Sky 2216 1250 kV, and this is the same exact system as on the Bloody Baron, and I've really had some good luck with it over there, so I can't wait to try it out on the Bushwacker. We do have a bigger 11x7 prop to try out on it, but I also can go back to the 10x7 or even something smaller if thermal issues arise. Anyway, other than that, that's pretty much all I have to cover for the beginning of this build. It's going to be pretty straightforward. If you guys want to see my other Bushwacker videos, they will be down in the description below. But yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and get to the time lapse and get building. Guys, we are here with the FT Bushwacker. It is completed. It's about 6 hours later. I'm really happy with the result, especially for a one-day build. Of course, the more time you put into it, the better quality you can expect out of it. So considering that I took about a half a day and put this plane together, I'm really happy with it. But if you take days or weeks or even months to put it together, obviously you might be more meticulous about how you cut out your plans, things like that. Then maybe you'll do a little bit better. But there are a few little places where this is rough around the edges, but I'm perfectly fine with that considering it's only going to be my fleet for a few weeks or months, just depending on how long it lives, what the weather conditions are when you fly it, how it crashes, things like that. So you can't really put too much time into it, just knowing that if it crashes, it crashes, and that's the end of the day. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk durability for a second, because that's one thing about this plane where it can shine if you build it correctly. In terms of my build notes, reinforce the landing gear. That's a big thing that's important, just because obviously the landing gear is going to be taking a lot of the hits. Do your wheels well, use proper glue, and tape it over so that there's no water damage in the end. as well as back on the tail section. A lot of these control surfaces are huge, so it's really important that you use popsicle sticks, especially on the horizontal stabilizer in the elevator, just because you want to make sure to reinforce that area, obviously with all the high G's. Anyway, in terms of the other notes about this plane, I really like how this plane goes together. It's pretty simple. It's accommodating to the pretty intermediate builder, so if you're a beginner, you can take this slow and you can get it right. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. Let's do some control surface testing. Obviously, we know the motor works. We've got our ailerons here, elevator, and rudder. Pretty simple, got some high rates on here. We're going to test it out. Make sure to get your CG correct with this plane. I believe that it's not quite correct on the plans, so there's nothing really to worry about. Just put it about a ½ an inch to an inch in front of the marked plan spot, and you will be really good to go. With that said, that's all I have for the build and initial thoughts of the FT Bushwacker, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.